How's everybody doing? Spike here in the Frugal Fixer shop. Been working today on a little bit of stuff getting set up. I did a practice cut on a guitar last night. It came out really good. I was very happy. Had just a little bit of discrepancy in the flip when I flipped it over. I think I figured out what happened there. So let me show you how I set that up. I'm going to set up another setup right now, and this made a few changes to my table to make it a little easier to do what we're doing here. So let me cut over there and move you over to the table, and I'll be talking and showing you on kind of this what we're doing here, okay? So talk to you in a minute. Okay, what you see here is my pins file with the 6 pins that hold this thing down on the table that you see right there. So we're fixing to drill those now. That's going to be the next operation we're going to do. So let's set this thing in motion and get that working, okay? First we got to square the machine up because it's all out of square. I've been messing with everything. So we're all connected up here. I'm going to square the X's. And then I'm going to square the Y. And then I'm going to tell it to go to my set point, which is right there, which is right on the corner. I don't know if you ever see that yet or not, but I'll show you that video in just a second, exactly what's going on. And then once it gets to that point, I'm going to go up a hair and zero out the Z. We'll go here, we home the Z. That'll home our Z. Get us set up. Start over. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to square the X-axis. We'll square the Y. We're going to raise the Z up a little bit to get it up where we don't have to worry about it. And we're going to tell it to go to the origin spot, which is where I normally start working from, right there. Okay, so we're going to raise that up. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in my little homemade magnet and Z plate. We're going to take the Z off. Okay, once the Z is set, oh, you done went crazy. Look at that. Once the Z is set, we're going to set the machine to know that that's where 0, 0 and 3.17 millimeters is at. Got a magnet here with a little clip on it to the wire. This end's just got a little aluminum plate. This is 3.17 millimeters thick. I use these wrenches to hold it on, and I also use those wrenches to change my chuck, my collet. Because let me be honest with you, the ones that come with those routers is a piece of junk. So let's tell this thing what to do and see if it'll run this program right quick. Okay, I'm going to tell it to run the pins program so it can locate the pins for that part to be stuck to the table. First thing I always like to do is give myself a little room. And then I like to make sure I get my print loaded. And then the next thing you can do is just, you know, I guess you hit the button that says print and pray. Is that what? And that's where you put your pins in. When I put the workpiece in, I'm going to do the same thing in the corners here. Oh, yeah, there you go. I'm going to drill same index pins in it. So once I get done, then I flip it over and I drill the other side with index pins all lined up in the same program. So when I flip this thing, the guitar lines up center line, center line. That's what you want to get done. Okay, a couple more CNC tips while I'm in here tonight. I run an Mpcnc. I used a little cheap trim router from Harbor Freight, $19.95 with the coupon. I burnt one up in 3 days, took it back and got a new one free, so can't hurt that. Anyway, the little wrenches that come with them are crap, y'all know that. So get you a 17 millimeter, a good little wrench, you know, something good. This is a little Stanley wrench, and then get you a 10 millimeter like this, you know, but need a thin little wrench because it needs a thin so to fit that chuck. And then if you really want to get fancy with that thing, you do this right here. You notch that thing deep, and then you can put it in there a whole lot deeper, and it'll hold that chuck a whole lot better, and it won't snap off and bang your knuckles against stuff. I promise you. That's a point you need to keep in mind. 10 millimeter, 17 millimeter, a notch in the middle to make it a little deeper really helps it go. So get that out of the way. Now, we were talking about work holding on the table here. How are we going to hold this piece down to work on it and build it and work on this part? Now what I've got is this part's on here right now, and it's in the position it goes in. It's squared up in this corner, and I use this edge and this edge on my table is what I use to hold it in place. Now, what I've done then is we pegged the table. You've seen the holes where I drilled the table, correct? Okay, so this guitar frame here's on there. This is one I done earlier. Now I'm going to take it off and show you how you flip it over, because right now it's indexed onto the table with the pins, nothing else. That's just all that's holding it. So check this out. Not bad. Once the screws are in it, or tape, it'll be fine. So I'm going to try to stay out of your way so y'all can see. I got my router kind of in my way here. But look at this. We're going to raise this up. See the index pins? We're going to turn this thing over. We're going to try and line it up with all these little pins again. Okay, let's do it this way. This pin's in this corner. Let's try to get another one in, say like right here. There it goes. Go for this back corner back here. Oh, that's got a hunk of wood. No, that's the wrong hole. There it is. So let's go, say right here. Let's see if we can get this one. Full of sawdust. But it went in anyway. Okay, so they're all indexed back in the table now. So we flipped it over, we put it back where it goes. Now the other thing we're going to do is on this block, we're going to make an index mark center here, all the way across, center that way. So it's all the way around. So when we put it back on, you can see the center line here and the center line here to make sure that nothing's wacky-do. So anyway, that's a little point that I come up with, something I found that works real good. Set you up an automatic Z system, which is simple. Get you some wrenches to keep you from busting your knuckles. And take it easy with these things. You can't rush this machine. It loves to cut and does beautiful work. But it ain't made to tear through stuff. It's made to cut it smooth. So, hey, y'all come back and see me next time here at the Frugal Fixer shop. I just wanted to give you a little look at the way I set up and do my setup to cut my guitars out. So, hey, I'm going to pick up ambrosia maple in the morning. We're going to cut a guitar tomorrow for sure. Later. Hey, yeah, later.